Hello guys, welcome back to my Assassin's Creed 3 walkthrough. We are on part 18 when we left off. We just had some
All
ship
of 'em.
combat and I
You get
lost
what I need, and I'll
horribly,
give 'em to you.
but I managed to finish
Simple.
it in
You
like
got
a
a ship.
30-minute long
Could find 'em all to boot.
Who is that man?
Him? Some old salt always on about letters he's got from Captain Kidd. Nonsense, really, but he doesn't hurt no one, so I'll leave him be. Talk to him if you fancy, but be warned he'll chew your ear off. Anyway, the Aquila's here for you. If you should get a pang for the open sea, we'll be waiting. Now, I implore you to head up the hill before the old man comes out of retirement just for me.
He's scared of Achilles.
You weeks.
Hello.
And not even a
Yeah,
goodbye
okay, you can still hear
before
me.
you
Okay.
left.
I was close. I thought I broke my mic.
Sorry.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Okay.
Put them
Oh, we get to put it on.
Once upon a time, we had a ceremony on such occasions. But I don't think either of us are really the type for that. You've your tools and training, your targets and goals. And now you have your title. Welcome to the Brotherhood, Connor.
Yeah, we got the new assassin's robes. That is awesome. The day the Templars cried. Man, that's so awesome. We got the cool assassin's robes. Oh, we're going out of the Animus again.
Welcome back, Desmond. You'll be happy to hear there's actually good news.
Yeah,
for
good
once.
news.
Yeah?
I've managed to locate a power source, and it's relatively close by. Up for a trip to Manhattan?
Is it safe to leave? Abstergo's gotta be looking for us.
Obviously it's not safe. Can't exactly sit around here hoping to get lucky, though, can we? We need that power source. Besides, I'm sure you can cook up some way to hide our movements.
Maybe. The Templars have access to all kinds of satellites and camera systems. We'll need to find a way to mask our digital signature. I can probably camouflage the van, too. But there's not much I can do for us.
That's an easy one.
He put on his hood. That's awesome. Alright, so Desmond finally puts on his hood. It's nowhere near as amazing as all the other hoods in the Assassin's Creed game so far, but I'm not really one to complain.
Local utility companies have assured the public that they're completely prepared for the upcoming solar maximum. Disruptions to service are expected to be minimal.
If only they knew.
What's this?
A remote-operated camera. It'll provide us with a feed while you're on mission. This will let us talk to each other.
We're almost there, so listen up. The artifact is in an office penthouse in Lower Manhattan. At this time of night, direct infiltration is going to get you noticed. I think we're better off having you drop in from above.
What do you mean, above?
Get a cool jetpack flying sequence, that'd be awesome.
Can you hear me? Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, read you just fine. Now why don't you power up the camera? I've got pictures. Running diagnostics. Perfect. I've got a nice, strong signal.
That's funny because the camera picture looks like garbage from our end.
Just a heads up. There's no elevator access from here on out. You'll have to get up there the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, Because the old-fashioned way in climbs involves us jumping on pipes. We might get some action as Desmond. Do we have the blade? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh well, okay, we're gonna just keep, yeah, we're just gonna keep running this way. Using the skills Ezio gave Desmond.
Oh, that's a hold still. That's a lovely view.
Seriously, Sean? Fuck you.
I wonder what they were doing if, what they would do if Desmond didn't notice. And nearly jump off. That'd be funny. Alright, let's get up here. What's in the bag? Probably a parachute or something. Because a parachute is more noticeable than a van. I mean, less noticeable than a van. Oh, that'd suck if I fell. I'm going up. Yep. This is just my weird thought process, but
Jesus.
Look on the bright side. No security to worry about.
but if an
And on the not so bright side, the slightest misstep means you're effectively paced.
Shut up, Sean.
if an assassin had sweaty hands, that would probably make it difficult for them to do their job, right? I mean, they'd be slipping on things, wouldn't they? Okay, security. What does it mean about security? I don't see it. Can't activate. Okay, I can't. Hopefully I won't get noticed. Oh. You're kidding me. Okay. There's gotta be a way back up through the way I came. No. Oh! Jeez, what the hell? Okay, let's start this over again. Heading through here. All this parkour stuff. That was close. If I'd fallen and signal lost again. So it's not signal lost, so he's probably still alive. Right? But it's just like getting desynchronized. Where am I supposed to go? Maybe this way. Maybe this will help me get back to where it was before. Okay, maybe not. Oh, can I?
top of the lit-up crane. You should be high enough to make the jump.
Should?
It'll be fine, don't worry.
Well, you might want to worry a little. I'm pretty sure she was high when she was running the numbers.
Sean!
A joke. It was a joke. Or was it?
It's not a very funny joke. I mean, I'm just saying. Being high while you're doing your work is never a good idea. I wouldn't know because I've never gotten high, but still. You should never be high when you're doing work that involves life or death or the end of the world or calculus. Right. Once I get to the top of the lit up crane, I should be high enough to make the jump.
Jump when you're ready, but wait for my signal to open the chute. Timing's really important here. Too soon or too late and you'll miss the building.
Okay. Wait for the signal. I'm guessing we're trying to get to that the helipad thing. Okay.
Now! Open your chute, now!
Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Lucky for me, I pressed the button. Okay. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Yeah! Alright, we're gonna be breaking into Abstergo now. That should be fun. Just take off the bag. So we planned getting in, but we didn't plan getting out. How are we supposed to get out of here? We're gonna be fighting through a bunch of Templars, aren't we?
That wasn't so bad.
So, you must be Desmond. Not exactly what I expected. But I guess your kind doesn't have many options these days.
Who are you?
Ask your father. Now give me that.
I don't think so.
Look. I'm not supposed to kill you. But the boss man didn't say anything about fucking you up. So you got to the counter.
Well, that was easy. That was it. We just punched him in the face and then that was it. Crisscross.
So who the hell is Daniel Cross?
Believe it or not, he used to be an assassin. The assassin, the way I've heard it told, but it turned out he was a sleeper agent for Abstergo, programmed to infiltrate and destroy the organization.
How did he
Damn.
know we were there? We could
That's
be
insane.
compromised.
They must have caught me snooping inside their network and sent Cross to see what we were after. If they were aware of our current location, we'd know. Though, I will say this. Doesn't bode very well for future expeditions.
I've set up some cameras topside. If anyone shows up, we'll see it.
I'd suggest you go see about finding a socket for that power source. Or we can return to Connor if you prefer. All the artifacts in the world won't mean a thing without the key.
Okay, we can probably talk to them and have new conversations now, so.
Son, I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. You have to understand, I've never been very good at this. Never mind that we live rather extraordinary lives.
Yeah, I kinda liked my ordinary one.
You can't escape who you are, Desmond.
So I've noticed.
Look, it's silly for us to go back and forth like this. I admit, I did a shitty job raising you. I apologize, I'm sorry. But it's important you understand it didn't come from a bad place. You're my son. I love you. I guess I was so busy trying to make sure nothing bad happened, I didn't consider the consequences. Truce.
I can't believe it's taken me so long to ask, but... how's Mom? She's not...
No. Your mother is fine. We decided it was safer if we split up for this job.
Always assuming the worst.
For good reason.
Can I at least say hi to her?
I'm sorry, it's too risky. Maybe when we're done.
Right. When we're done.
I wonder what Desmond's mom looks like. Let's talk to Sean. He's always...
Have we ever tried to make peace with the Templars?
Throughout our history, there have been moments. Several, in fact. But it's impossible. There are existential differences, insurmountable. If there were to be unity, it wouldn't be a truce so much as a submission.
But knowing what's about to happen, wouldn't it make sense to try and talk to Vidic? Come to an arrangement, even if it's only temporary?
We'd all be so busy watching our backs, nothing would get accomplished. Imagine that. We're more productive at war.
Well, have we ever tried sending in someone? Doing to them what they did to us with Lucy? Or Cross?
We have, and it's never worked. We've sent people who were either too weak and found themselves turned, or too strong and were unable to carry out the charade.
I just feel like we all want the same thing.
We use the same words, but that's all they are, words. In the end, it all comes down to freedom. We seek it, they detest it. And so there's never an end to the fight. Not until one side is completely gone.
Is that even possible?
Probably not. Our two groups have existed in one form or another since, well, since forever. But things can be better than they are. And that's something.
Let's see what else he has to say.
Did you look for me, Dad? When I was gone?
Every day.
Come on.
I mean it. Every night I'd look, searching for your name or variations of it, hoping you'd slip up. Abstergo only found you first because they had better access. A few more days and it would have been me.
Well, I'm here now.
And I'm glad.
That's nice. Their relationship is better.
Do you think Lucy regretted what she was doing?
I used to think I knew her well, but clearly that wasn't the case. So I really can't give you an honest answer.
She seemed so sincere, though. Like she really wanted to make a difference.
Yes, well, when I first met him, I thought the same thing about Cross.
It just keeps happening over and over again.
What does?
Everything.
Don't get weird on me, Desmond.
No, it's fine. I'm fine. Don't worry.
All right, then. You should think about getting back in the Animus. We've got to find that key. We should probably get back to Connor.
Imagine how weird it must be, standing there looking at the in the memories of your ancestors. I mean, think about it. If you were looking at your ancestors and they were about to die, wouldn't you like lose your cool and be like, no, because you'd want your ancestors to succeed, right? It'd be weird, but strangely cool too.
Desmond, there you are. Can I ask a favor?
Maybe.
When this is all over, I'd like to try turning the dial back on the Animus. Like, all the way back. To the time of the first civilization.
You think it would work?
There was no real loss of fidelity when you visited Altair. Then again, that was about 1,000 years ago, and I'm looking at going back at least 70,000 more.
Sure, I'd be up for it. Be interesting to see what things were like back then.
Excellent. I think it would prove most enlightening.
Sean, always thinking of like the freaking coolest things.
So this is how it started.
What are you up to?
Just brushing up on my American history. I say history. They certainly teach you strange things in the States.
Like what?
Well, for all the talk of this being a revolutionary war, it was a civil one. Well, not that kind of civil. I mean, there was no America versus Britain. It was Brit on Brit action. And you can clearly see how the whole thing got started. One war gave birth to the other.
You mean the 7 Years' War?
Exactly. Seems the Crown overspent in its attempt to keep the French out, wound up with a great deal of debt. Believing that the colonists should help to shoulder the burden, new taxes were created. It was a reasonable request, even if Parliament was rather, well, undiplomatic about it.
Well, it's not really fair to tax people for a war they didn't want any part of.
What? Didn't want any part of? Did you not notice George Washington with Edward Braddock? He was right there in the middle of it. So here you have the Crown spending who knows how much money to secure a place for the colonists to thrive, and then, when they ask for a little bit of help... Right, look, think of it this way. King George and the colonists, they all go out to dinner, right? And when the bill comes, George asks for them to kick in and pay their share. Fair enough. But keep in mind, he's been taking them out to dinner gratis for decades now. But the colonists, oh no, they insist they only had a glass of water and a side salad. Never mind the table's full of half-eaten food and empty bottles of wine. Now, when the king points this out, what do the colonists do? Oh, they flip the table over and they storm out the restaurant. Probably intending to return later and burn it down.
You left out the part where the king pointed a gun at the colonists and asked them to cover dinner for everyone in the restaurant.
Right, yeah, interesting take. If he pulled out a gun, and I'm not sure he did, it would only have been after the 100th failed attempt at getting them to pay their fair share.
But how do you define someone's fair share?
Oh, well, with a war, apparently.
Sean is probably my favorite character in the Desmond world, I guess you could call it.
I wonder how many other places like this exist.
There are dozens of them, all over the world.
And somehow no one's ever found one before us.
I don't think that's true.
Oh?
When I was at Abstergo, Vidic talked about silencing discoveries made by non-Templars. And I'm sure Abstergo has dug up plenty.
The things they must know.
Regretting throwing in with us?
No. Just looking forward to when we can finally trounce those bastards so I can dive into their archives.
Sean.
Oh, I think I found a lead on another power source. Later, Desmond. I'm in the middle of something very important right now. Just a rule.
Alright, I'm gonna go look for... Or actually, I'm gonna end this video right here because it's been going on for 23 minutes. So, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.